Hi, I'm Ian. I'm an alcoholic, but I haven't been drinking today. And in fact, I haven't had a drink for over 8 years. And that's such a source of comfort to me. And it's such a relief that the drinking and all the nightmare consequences of drinking are over. And it's amazing that I can talk about comfort and relief because for nearly all of my life, I think even before I started to drink, I just assumed that there was comfort in the bottle. And I've always thought that the relief was in being drunk, and I was wrong. And the more that I get sober and the more that my mind clears and the more that I'm able to look back on my life and see things for what they really were, it's astounding how wrong I was. Alcohol, for me, caused financial insecurity, it caused me problems with the police, caused me problems with my family, my relationships, it caused sexual problems, legal problems, you name it, and it was all because of alcohol. Yet, at the end of my drinking, I would have looked you in the eye and I would have said to you, it's the one good thing in my life. And even if that were true, I mean, that's a pretty sad state to be in, that there's one good thing in my life, but this thing was destroying me, and it was just destroying my family. And I'm just so grateful that I've stopped drinking. I look back, as I say, with a clarity on my life now, and it's almost like I had a different set of rules when it came to alcohol. I mean, if I could just give you a silly example, whenever I was about 7 years old, my dad gave me some stinky cheese to eat, and I thought it was awful, and I've never eaten it since, and I probably never will eat it. But about that same age, like a lot of children, I wondered what was in mum and dad's glass, and I had a taste of beer. And I thought that was awful as well. But rather than say, well, I won't have it, my mind said to me, well, one day I will, maybe next time. And several times as a primary school child, I actually tried to learn how to drink. And eventually I did. When I was 13, I was in a boarding school with some other 13-year-old kids. And we achieved this intoxication, and it was even better than I thought it was going to be. I knew it would be great, and I remember the other kids saying immediately that we'd done it. Now we've got to get away with this. How do we, not get caught? And I didn't want to get caught, but I remember also that the overriding thought I had was, when can I do it again? And the reason I remember that so clearly is for about the next 30 years, that thought is what governed my life, is when can I do it again? And variations on it. I could even be drinking in a social situation, and my mind would be going, but when can I get out of here to drink the way that I want to? In other words, alcohol just kicked in straight away for me. It was the predominant force in my life. It caused me, as I say, a lot of problems, but it also stopped me from doing so many things. I'd turn down invitations, I'd turn down opportunities, I just changed all of my behaviour to accommodate the drinking, and therefore my life didn't really start till I got sober. And if you're anything like me, hearing the idea of giving up what you think might be the one good thing in your life fills you with terror, and I wouldn't have been able to do that by myself, but I got help from other people, and it was who had the same problem. They're alcoholics and drug users, and I realised that there is hope, and it's been a tremendous turnaround in my life. It's been just a revelation to me that what life actually can be like without booze. It was very, very serious problem in my life. I realise now that I was born with quite natural intelligence, I think. I've had a lot of experiences in my life, but when it just comes to this one area, I was unable to utilise the intelligence, I was unable to learn from my mistakes. And it was actually hearing other people talking about exactly the same mistakes and exactly the same experiences that I realised I wasn't alone. And I have a lot of really close relationships these days, a really lot of close friends, and we're all doing the same thing. And if I could encourage anybody who's watching this, if you think that drugs or alcohol are causing a problem in your life, they probably are. People who drink socially don't worry about what they're drinking. And it was something, again, with the passage of time, that I realised that I didn't have problems that made me drink. My drinking caused the problems. And with the passage of time. I thought I had maybe 1,000 problems in my life. 995 of them just disappeared because I sought help and stopped drinking. And the other 5, well, they were real problems, but I've been able to deal with them. And I've been able to deal with them in a normal, sober way. My old problem-solving skills would have been to immediately make a drunken phone call or worry about the problem for sometimes years at a time. These days, I'm able to talk to my friends, get advice, and deal with it like an adult. And it's a very, very strange phenomenon that's happening in my life, but you know, I'm finding that people actually ask me for advice now, and it's so incredibly different. I feel like I've grown up. I feel like I'm participating in life, and I really encourage anybody whose life is either having bad consequences from their drinking and using, or just don't feel like you're getting anywhere. There is help, there is hope, and I am just delighted to have the opportunity to tell you about it. Thanks very much.